this week on Good Day Stateline, we're looking for the Stateline's best pie, and we are with Sarah today at the Graybill Kitchen Company, but really we're in your house.
You are, yes.
Which is the Graybill Kitchen Company.
Yes, welcome.
Yes, thanks for having us. It's so homey here.
Good.
And it smells good, of course. So before we get to this amazing, unique pie, tell us a little bit just about, how you started making pies.
Yeah, I haven't been making pies for very long, actually.
Yeah.
22 plus years in healthcare, and we all know what happened in 2020 when the pandemic came, and I needed something to distract myself. I needed something to release anxiety, and my mother-in-law, actually, short history, my mother-in-law baked pies.
Okay.
Best pie baker in the world. Never really tried to bake pie because she passed away in 2009, and I was competing with a memory at that point. So never tried to bake pie, and one day I looked at my husband and I said, I think it's time. I think I'm gonna give my hand to try at pie. So Sunday afternoons, because I didn't work on Sundays, became pie day for me. And we would go to church, we would eat lunch, we would come home, everybody would go to their respective nap places, and I would come to the kitchen. And apple pie was the first pie I started with because, you have to start with apple pie.
You have to, it's the rules.
Yeah, right? And I started with different pie crust techniques. My mother-in-law used lard. Didn't work for me so well. So I started using butter. So my pie crust is an all butter crust. And I just, every Sunday, I would come in the kitchen and I would just bake a pie. And sometimes I would follow recipes, sometimes I would combine several different recipes that I had found over time, and it just became this great release for me. It became a place where it was kind of like a haven and a shelter, and I could not be in COVID healthcare world for a little while. I could be in my pie world, and I loved it. And so it's kind of morphed into this crazy, crazy thing. I actually run and operate a little kitchen out of the Dakota sale barn, the livestock auction house here. It runs two days a month. And you can't go to an auction house and not have pie.
Okay, that's a rule, Stu?
That's a rule. People will revolt if you don't have pie. So that all kind of came into place in December, and I'm just so grateful, all the doors opened the way they did, and it just all happened, and I feel like it was meant to be. So I actually stepped out of my leadership role in my healthcare organization in January of this year, and I started running the kitchen full-time in February. And then the pie business has kind of taken off outside of that. It's just kind of blossomed and grown, and I make a lot of pie on the weekends in my spare time. People call and ask for pie. My neighbors all found out I made pie.
I'm sure.
when you make pie, you're everyone's best friend now. So just a lot of pie happening in the kitchen here, and I love it. It's so much fun. And I just love hospitality. I love people coming to my house. I love having friends over. So I have lots of willing participants to be guinea pigs when I try out a new recipe. So it's been a great journey.
I love that story so much, and I can totally understand how, pie's kind of a process, right? Compared to some other things that you might be making. So I can see how it's therapeutic, and it's one of those things where it's not done until it's done. So it takes a while, and you do, step by step. And when you are stressed out, it's nice to nope, this is gonna take this long. It's kind of a slow process.
Yes, it can be a really slow process for sure, which isn't always a good thing. But
but
in the beginning, it was a great thing for me.
So you have Thanksgiving orders that you're taking to the 20th.
Yeah, taking Thanksgiving orders. You can go to our Facebook page and leave a message. My phone number is on there as well. People can text or call me. And there's 3 different pickup spots that we have available for those, and those are going like gangbusters right now.
Cool.
So,
and then if people want to get your pies elsewhere, they can, right?
Yeah, so here in Rock City, just north of here, our friends own a butcher shop called Arrow Farm Meats. They're open on the weekends. They offer fresh pies in their shop on the weekends, so Fridays and Saturdays. So that will be this coming weekend and all throughout the rest of this year. And then obviously they're always just available when the sale barn is open, so 2 days a month. And we're hoping to grow a little bit more. We can take pies elsewhere.
So tell me about this pie.
Yeah, this is one that we kind of created. This is our caramel apple pecan pie. Apple pie is, like I said earlier, one of the first pies I learned how to make. But what people don't think about apple is it's so versatile. So this is a Dutch crust on the top, butter, my best friend, flour and sugar, a little bit brown sugar, and then in the inside, our basic apple pie filling, but we added some caramel and some pecans to the inside of that. Topped it with the crumb topping, and then again with the pecans on top. Regular Dutch apple, but pears also a great complement to apples, and also our blackberries. People are really surprised. They're like, ooh, apple blackberry pie, and I always say, ooh, you should try it. And they do, and they're like, yeah, that's a really good combination. So I think apples can be are a little underrated sometimes.
Yeah.
When we just think about a traditional apple pie, but we can do
Adds
so
some
much more with
flavor.
it. Yeah, so this is our caramel apple pecan.
Okay, so this could be the Stateline best pie.
It could be.
All right, you want to cut one?
Sure.
For me, so
Yeah.
I can, vouch for
It's
it.
going to be really warm because it just came out of the
Awesome.
oven, so might be really ooey and gooey.
Ooey and gooey is where we're at. We know that cutting pie is not the best.
But you guys will get to taste it when it's nice and popping hot.
I mean, I prefer a warm pie.
Well,
over
this
a-
is going to be very warm.
Honestly, that looks pretty good.
Shall I?
Cute plate, by the way.
Thanks. My grandma's china.
It's the best way to eat pie.
Ooh, it's still steaming, so please don't burn
I
yourself.
won't. Well, I might because I'm impatient, but we'll see. Everything here, get everything. Oh, very good.
It's still steaming. Hope you didn't burn your tongue.
I didn't.
Good,
This is
good.
super, super good. You can vote for Sarah and the Graybill Kitchen Company. Maybe you think that she should deserve the title of the Stateline's Best Pie. You can vote. It could be stateline.com.